75 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
One time you slip up by a minute, you're in trouble.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Here's second and 3. Etienne up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there.
You got to do your story tonight.
Situation.
Keep forgetting it.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Bolton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now Lawrence. Throwing, completing, quick to Calvin Ridley. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7.
Good.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's not it. Well, you don't have to go for another month. You got time.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Try and get a password.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Leia. John's birthday.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mahomes now to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
0-1-1-5-7.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Etienne on the toss right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Henry running right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A very quick pass to Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Oh, my God.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, and that is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They run the jet sweep now for Tony. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Now a 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong. Only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far.
And we always talk about identity, setting a tone, you know, getting the groundwork laid for the season or for a game. And that's what they've done with the running game so far. It reminds me of when I first went to the University of Tennessee. And believe it or not, I was a quarterback for a day and a half. And the first practice session, the first play we ran was 28 pitch, which is a toss sweep. And I remember the offense coordinator saying, that's our identity. That's our bread and butter. That's the basis of our offense. We got to get that down right here, right now. I think we're seeing some of that in this running game here.
So did you not get that down, and that's why you were moved to the defense, or what?
I don't know for that reason, but I do know I saw a couple of guys throw, and immediately they were saying, you know, you need to learn how to backpedal.
Hey, you turned into a heck of a DB, though, partner. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They set up the screen for Henry. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Like, whoops. Oh, no,
so in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Valdez-Scantling in motion left. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Goodwin from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down.
A short throw to Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
That escapes the sack. And this one is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds.
Yeah, pizza and no, they didn't do that.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Dog.
So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we'll head east. It's on to Cincinnati as we check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Hunter Renfrow, 2 touchdown catches in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium, see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Wan'Dale Robinson leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Henry up the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Henry again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Put a man in motion left, Ridley. They'll look to ETN to start things out.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence to throw.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Back to the ground with ETN.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Lawrence.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the 1st time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Lawrence will throw. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence going to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Yeah, no, I've been running that before.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. 89 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. The slot man in motion right. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. And the busy night for Henry continues. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A toss left. Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
And the Jags are right back in this football game. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence.
Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. A slant to Jones. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. You You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. But to throw again is Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And out come the Chiefs now.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down by 16. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Staying up, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Able to find Jones, but that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as he'll get it with still a minute 20 left to go in the game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Trent
McDuffie with a pick.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back.
He's all looking around for the dog pound.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th.
I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll give Henry another shot. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they come through with 3 after forcing the turnover. But CD, second half, you're starting inside the red zone. Obviously, they would have liked 6 out of that.
Absolutely, because that's all you're thinking is how do you get it into the end zone? You want the field goal to be the last resort. In this case, they gave it a great try, but did have to settle for 3.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Look.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A final shot now for Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And even playing on the road, the class of this ball club just too much to overcome.
Yeah, deep down, I think even the fans knew how this one was going to turn out. All right, they just came to support their team, hoped they'd see some good football, and they did, but they didn't really expect their team to win. In fact, they probably came in and said, let's win the tailgate, because that's where we have the advantage, and I bet they did that.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Do they call you? Do you have a family, Thomas? A wife? So you need to think about your mama. And remember,
Just work. Same as you always done. Just work. God is with us. How can you say that to him? God is with us. Where is he? But why has he not set you free? Was he?
I'll take your thing.
Not any peace. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. And I pray your God for all he has done for you. For all of us.
Do you think that that's going to block him in for his election now?
Probably. Wow, I can't believe someone tried to fucking kill him.
Yeah, look.
He says that to tell us about his word. To be a good slave. Obedient to your masters.
Oh shit.
What God says to you. God says many things.
His ear?
It's like right across his face, babe. He almost shot him in the mouth.
God shows himself to some people and not to others.
Now it makes me wonder, should he be president?
Wow. You're gonna fucking go after him. Wow.
I will pray for you.
Wow. Oh, that shooter got killed.
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be another trip down his life?
Oh yeah.
Steady yourself. Long day out here. Naive. 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 God has revealed his very will to me. So I issued proclamation 95. Tell Daddy you are to free the slaves. What? Then free the slaves. You on, boy? Just a couple teas of water. That's what man thinking. According to these other papers from a couple of weeks back, slaves are moving Baton Rouge from every direction now that Grant holds the town. Fixing for liberty. All. All. Now nigger put something in my stew. And the damn corn palms are out. Give me some, did you put something in my stew, nigger? What y'all looking at? Get back to work. Oh, what you put in my stew? Well, now you're gonna eyeball me again, boy. Get over here. Get over here. Crazy commission, boy. You're just a child. Oh, I must have a death wish. Why?
In less than 12 hours, Eminem's album has already reached #1 in 45 countries on the platform.
I bet.
Perhaps you will give me some of that fine meat you give your other dog. If only a big stick.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
I heard it myself. Slaves are free. Free? Lincoln. We must get to Baton Rouge. Lincoln's army is there. It's true. I heard it also. Here is Baton Rouge. 5 days through the swamp. There are many ways to die in the swamp. There are many ways to die here. If you go, I'll follow.
Three 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Sometimes the grass, so I guess it ain't all black and white. Looks like it though.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing now is Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, shit.
Draw play. This is Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on the Kansas City first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
On third down, Henry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That will get for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Pacheco looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Oh, you're bad.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 2nd down and 4. Carr. This one swung out to Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Third down at 6. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fourth down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Carr to throw.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, third and 10. Carr going to throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
On second down, here's Carr.
Screen play set up for Williams.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Third down and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fighting through.
Yeah.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now a 2nd and 2. Henry up the middle. A strong running. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Shotgun now for Carr. Finding Williams on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Slot man moves right. On second down, here's Henry. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He will push his way down to about the 14.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
This is 2nd and 8.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Isaiah Foskey
in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because We always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Carr now to throw. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr completes it, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. He's got his target. That's complete, and he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Brandon Cooks, a touchdown reception. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Kenneth Walker. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Tyler Boyd, up over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Your ass, and act like that's a cool thing to do.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They run it again with Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. This one taken in by Olave. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
I know, right?
On 1st down, Carr. Olave holds it in. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Carr. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and 20. Operating from the gun. Carr finding room at midfield. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? We'll have to play. It appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
$2.
Mahomes to throw.
Limit 4.
We'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
Hold it.
Be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Yeah, so any close to rush or any side 22.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Jordan. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 49 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Yeah, there's some grass right there. And that.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 1st down carry for Henry. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Throwing now is Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Carr going to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Boy, how good has this defense been, seemingly all game long.
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Henry. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Henry up the middle. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Henry. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Carr. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again
next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's play 6 feet right now. Oh, good.
Mommy, you can't. Not soon enough. You need to run. Do what happens to us. We can't do nothing. You can sit away, Mama. We can't do nothing. I know. Don't you know? I know it's... Yes.
If they're not melted.
No.
if they're not melted.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mama.
Oh, yeah. They are getting melted. You gotta hurry and eat them.
What do you say?
Thank you.
Yay! They had medium summon and put his together little cups. Hey! Amazing. Go get your ice cream, Lucas. Luca, go get your ice cream. Go on.
Get ice cream.
Giant ice cream. $2 any size.
Dollars.
They were $2 any size.
Damn sun goes down. Maybe just get rid of it. There's no other way. It's the only way. Do it. No.
Oh. Well.
Here you go.
Don't you move. Do not shoot. Do not shoot. I got you now, boy.
Oh, man. Knew they were going to show up.
Take that knock out your belt. Do it! Right there. She alive? She's just in time. I asked if she's alive. Wanted. I said leave it. Now get up, boy. She gone. That's it. Now walk, boy. Contact data. Contact data. You survived. Well, you got a family. My pulse getting up. Come on.
Oh.
Good boy, good boy. That's a very good boy. If you keep him up so she gets up. He's done fucking around. That dog ain't gonna get him no more.
Not bud. Not bud.
He was acting so funny this morning. Do you got it?
Oh.
You see me? Big. Big. Big dog. Big. 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 I told you I was your guy.
Oh shit.
You are not my God.
Made by a white man.
Oh, a bunch of black people. Oh, they're all hiding.
Captain Andre Caillou, West Louisiana native God. We are Houston Lincoln. Yes, we are. Amen, tomorrow. You alone? Come gently to my family. Help this man. Yes, sir. Get his shoes. Take his shoes. Come on. Little angels.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 5 of the NFL.
Didn't think you'd make it. You live so infected. Baton Rouge.
Escape to my family.
You must rest.
Are you crying?
Yeah. Sad.
Huh?
Sad.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it.
It's complete to Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Williams a week ago: 6 catches, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the counter, it's Henry. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week: 25 carries, 128 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the option, here's Eckler.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
3rd and 4. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure comes and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Henry again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. They set up the screen for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play fake. Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Not much more impressive than that. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
2 hours.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's Eckler again. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So, from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Chiefs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how the offense has performed, but I bet they're absolutely thrilled with how the defense played last week, holding their opponents to just 3 points, and that was it. Think anything comparable to that performance? This one's absolutely locked up.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out into open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Down touchdown.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Mahomes now to throw.
What's Luka doing?
Over the middle. Left with a 3rd and 3.
Right. Right. What's Luka doing? Okay.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
We tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
That's fine. Yep.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone.
Luka, come here.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
You find your clothes.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. Calais Campbell on the stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field.
Yeah,
so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, But the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert now. That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Again, Herbert looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now it's Mahomes again. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelsey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now here's Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On second down, Ekeler. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Second down and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 32.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now on first down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started over at the Caesar Superdome in New Orleans. And it's the Falcons who are out in front in the second quarter. Richie James, a touchdown reception. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Trevor Lawrence. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Fights through him, and that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 2nd down, here's Herbert, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Chiefs offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Oh my God. You don't even know if he did or not.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked on by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. And just not a particularly confident throw there. It had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender because that's about as easy as they come.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Henry up the middle.
Down to the 42, second down. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Running on first down, Eckler. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
2nd and 9.
Herbert. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Yeah.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Breaks a tackle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, it's Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this. And you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2. If they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Draw play. This is Henry. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 108 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
A 1st down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go do the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Running from the gun with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're gonna wait until it gets really people are not when it comes to age group. We can't go when it's it'll roll low out from there when it's cold outside.
Well, on there he's still gonna put the AC in the window because he has to. Because apparently that's what they test. So he's gonna put that the AC doesn't work anyways.
Depends on the person. That's what it really depends on. These people like me or my dad, we just know. Yeah, I was thinking about him like seriously a half an hour ago. He would have been fine. I think we were probably gonna have him sleep up there with Bubba in Bubba's room. Because he hung out with Bubba all day.
No, she called me and I didn't answer because my phone's if my phone's on silent it vibrates once and then I'm check it and my phone's gonna die anyways. And it died while she was calling me.
Did you lock the car?
I did, I locked it, but I only pressed it once but I don't want it to go off.
So she didn't double lock the car, meaning she didn't get the alarm set.
It's been 15 years since our ordeal, and it's taken a toll on both of us. Back in 2018,
I'm not surprised that she never got it.
so life changed.
No, she called while you were sleeping. I don't know if that's what it is, but she called me. And she's like, hey, I just don't know about the house. Look at it. And I'm like, he's coming here. Oh my goodness. No, and then she said that he wakes up so many times in the middle of the night and acknowledges his mom. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I doubt that. She doesn't even know. Because he hasn't even been away from him. Except to go be with his grandma.
Exactly. But I was just like, oh my, but I'm glad that she came back. I'm so grateful.
She's gonna bring him back tomorrow.
Well, Sean has tomorrow off.
For me, it's very relaxing. There's so many things I can get my hands into or do.
Oh, Dad, I think that you finished the CPR training for me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That kid said it passed.
What are you gonna do if you need to give a kid CPR?
They said that rarely happens.
Read it.
Rarely?
Just read it.
They said that it doesn't happen. They said that it would be like just in case, but Mom, I'm already friends, and she's like an adult, right? And she has a couple kids, but I'm already friends with her. I already text her. She texts me too. It's like the girl that I was first texting, and she's the one that did my interview, and now I'm like texting her. Come on.
Did you tell her you finished?
Yeah, I was like, I finished. She said, okay, it takes like a day or two to come in, and then just email Joseph, the person that's like, I'm texting her now about like, I finished and everything, and she's like, just email him whenever it comes in, and she's like, then we'll go from there.
So when you look around and you see this familiar thing that triggers it, and I have to hold on those memories. This is why this house means a lot to me. This is where we keep Haley Thatcher. And I could put little things that remind me of her inside the box. And then, of course, have a picture of her. And I always loved with her peeking out. I mean, captured her on camera so many times, and I thought this one just reminded me of her in the kitchen in the morning. After her bath in the morning, she'd come out and she'd want, her cereal or whatever. And a lot of times afterwards, she'd get under the high chair and play peekaboo with me. So that was one of my favorite pictures of her. I mean, the reason we picked cremation is because she wasn't whole anymore. And I know she's in heaven. I know she's looking down on us. She's the guardian angel that kept George alive 5 years ago during his accident.
I've seen Kaylee 2 times in this house since she passed away. The very first time she was tapping, I was laying in bed, tapping down right before her little fingers to jump out and jump it up. And every 2 minutes after that, I saw her one more time. It was just to let you know, Jojo, I love you. See you soon. And she was gone. No one can take that away from me.
Well, in the beginning, we had heard rumors that Casey might be doing something, but I never thought that she would, because she had told me that she was never going to exploit Kaylee's name. Well, when I saw that was coming on, I said, I'm not watching this crap, and if this is what she wants to do, that's fine. But as time went on, especially with, people now being hateful with accusations, did George molest Casey? Did he molest Kaylee? And we were like, what the? Where is this coming out of? And we thought, this is crazy. So, maybe we should have left him,
with her and I keep on really trying to get our lives together, have happiness in our lives. I'll get a text message, something just so terrible to read, saying, Cindy is this and that.
That baby girl deserves justice, and that won't happen until her grandfather, who's a pedophile, is behind bars.
And it makes you think, why can't somebody believe her but not believe us? Because Casey, still is today, she lies about everything. I only have a polygraph because it's going to prove one thing. I never did anything to harm my daughter or my granddaughter. Thank you for having me in your home. I was surprised to get the call that you were willing to talk and that you were willing to talk to me. Thank you. George and we're doing the polygraph examination with you today in just a short period of time. And Cindy, you'll be taking one too. And I have to ask you both, why do you want to have this conversation? The polygraph is going to give you some satisfaction on it. I did everything that I possibly could prove that, number one, I never assaulted or hurt my daughter in any way. And I certainly didn't do anything to my granddaughter. Cindy?
I want people to understand. I want Casey to hear how we feel about what she's said and what she's done. And we're going to get to the truth once and for all.
So we're doing the polygraph today. What if the results aren't what you hope? I just feel that I really need to leave this world. I used to think I was very strong emotionally. When I had this thing that changed our family, I said, I have failed. I have failed on being the guy I should be. I didn't polygraph test.
Ooh.
Move.
What you got saying like run from TV?
What have you been doing all day?
Nothing.
I didn't want to go on after this.
On my computer. That's
So,
nothing.
we've got an amazingly experienced man who believes it's best performed before you get case evaluation.
Is it emotional?
In short, yes. George, you will be asked two sets of questions. The first will address the sexual abuse allegation, and the second will address whether you were involved in Kaylee's disappearance in any way. So, if you're good with that, yes, sir. Cindy? Yours will address whether George told you anything about any involvement he might have had in Kaylee's disappearance. Okay? This looks like a wonderfully peaceful neighborhood now. What was this like when your neighborhood had essentially been turned into a media encampment?
The worst part wasn't the media, it was the protesters. The yelling,
Oh shit.
the signs reading everything from honk if you think she did it. The Casey is a killer. Was arrested. The sheriff's department drove right up 3 vehicles on our front yard, and they made a spectacle out of it on purpose. Within that first month, I had an anxiety attack. I got trapped by this reporter. Well, I had never had any panic attacks in my life prior to Kaylee's disappearance. And I developed post-traumatic stress disorder. I had to go through years of therapy and taking a toll on both of us.
Forgive me for asking the most basic question, but how are you two? We've had our moments.
We've had good days and bad days. Listen, I understand that everybody processes things differently. George and I went through something very traumatic. Our marriage was fine for the most part, but when all this happened, we weren't on the same page even trying to find Kaylee and through the trial and all that. But I mean, every couple has things. I take my vows very seriously. We get comments from a lot of people, how do you guys stay together? And my response to them is, it's a daily struggle. Every day when he says, I don't want to be on this earth, and it seems that because of me what's happened, he thinks of all of it.
Look, I'm just wondering, what kind of effect do you think this polygraph will have on your marriage?
I know. I mean, if there's some inconclusive things, I understand that. I mean, I would be shocked if he was deceptive on it.
That would lead
His
to a
bed?
conversation.
I mean,
You want to go to bed?
and if I thought that any of this was true, believe me, we wouldn't be there.
I still can't believe she came back. I really can't. You have to tell Sean that, baby. They can come up here.